we move on to the final match of the evening, which will be Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline 2.0. I'm going to have to talk this one out with you because I really think that it could go either way. But I honestly think the Bloodline needs to win.
I got Bloodline winning. Jacob Fatu gets the pin over KO.
Yeah, I think the Bloodline needs this so much more, especially if we're in the home stretch from what most people think is Roman's return at SummerSlam or around SummerSlam. So we need to see the Bloodline create more havoc between now and then.
1,000%,
and
yes.
them losing to Cody Rhodes' super team does not bode well for them getting more heat or being, hated even more by the fans. Like, people were mad about the Paul Heyman thing. Make them more mad by them, like, demolishing Mr. Captain America Cody Rhodes, by demolishing Randy Orton and the beloved Kevin Owens. Like, do something, like, even if it ended in a DQ or something, because they will not stop just ravaging on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't care
pure
what it is.
chaotic, violent, whatever. Cody doesn't need this win. It's not for a championship. It's a tag match. Like, Randy and Kevin don't need this either. Like, it's not something that if they beat the Bloodline, it's going to do something for them. It's not. They actually need, the Bloodline needs to win this for a lot of reasons.
Bloodline needs to win it to establish credibility with this 2.0. They need the win.
They
and
beat up
they
a
don't even need
58-year-old man. That's it.
They beat their wise man up. I mean, they need to establish that they don't need no wise man. They need just an enforcer and, a right-hand man and an infamous one. Which I still don't get, the infamous Tonga Loa. That sounds stupid to me. It sounds like something out of a story. My sister still calls him
Camacho.
See, I love when that shit happens, when you can't unsee a wrestler and you're like, that's this bird. Shut the fuck. That's you. Like, I didn't know. Happens to a lot of people.
I didn't know that it was Camacho. Like, I didn't know until someone said it, and I was like, oh, I see it. But I don't remember Camacho really wrestling, or I didn't know what his face looked like, I think, because he always had sunglasses on.
So, like, I never. Bike.
What?
I know he just rode the bike. That was it. That's, he didn't wrestle.
And he always had sunglasses on. So, like, I never saw that he had, like, actual bigger eyes and whatever. So it's like, when he first came around, I was like, I didn't know that was Camacho. I also didn't know that he was Islander. They gave him a Mexican gimmick, so I thought he was Mexican. Like, I didn't know.
That's not you. That's just WWE and you being
a mark.
You're a mark, one, but two, like, your brain has been translate to think that certain
Vince
people
wired.
Vince, that's a good way to put it. You've been wired by Vince.
And it wasn't like
a bad
it wasn't a bad situation, like trying to tell us that Chavo Guerrero was a white man. You know what I mean?
Kofi Kingston is Jamaican.
Well, I mean, that is not out of the realm of
possibility. I know, but you do agree.
Guerrero is a white man.
Yeah, named Kerwin White.
Yeah,
and
so that's
Dolph Ziggler's his caddy. Like, what?
My God. Anyway, but don't we think I was just gonna call him Camacho. Don't we think Tonga Loa, he's not in the match, right? Like, he's not.
That's the other thing. There's four Bloodline, and then there's three of them. So
they're not. They haven't clarified who the three are, but he's been on the outside. Like, he's the fourth one. So I'm like, okay, so does that mean he's not gonna be in it? And why wouldn't he? I would feel like it would be more Solo. Solo shouldn't. Solo's the leader. Solo should be like, go do it.
That is true. So yeah, Jacob Fatu gets the win, hands down, because the only person I think who should get the pinfall in this is Solo. But if Solo is just the wise man from the outside and he's taking the Paul Heyman role, then yes, you have Jacob Fatu absolutely take the pin over KO.
Yeah.
No question.
But if he's in the match, then it's like if you had Roman in a tag match, it's like, no, you need Roman to get it. Or at least Roman would want to be the one to get it. So it feels like that's what Solo should do too.
But it's a different bloodline.
Yeah. So, Bloodline 2.0 has to be.